Hi, this is a quick explanation of what happened in the quiz. One student wrote to me about the quiz about Saul and Samuel, and he said, you have these verses in question number 4, and the verses don't seem to have anything to do with the question. So the question says, let's see if I can look at the question. Please choose which of the following verses show why Saul committed this sin. Okay, so here are the 5 choices of verses here. These are the 5 choices. And what we're looking for is to explain why Saul committed this sin. So we're really trying to, kind of a mystery here to figure out what was he doing, what motivated him, what was in his heart. Saul said to Samuel in 5:15-24, I have sinned. I have indeed transgressed the command of the Lord and your words because I feared the people and listened to their voice. Okay. He feared the people and listened to their voice. Well, that tells me that that's why he sinned. He sinned. I don't know if I can underline this or not. Let's see. Can I do anything? No, I can't, apparently. But at least here, we can see that this happened because he was afraid of the people. And remember, the question is, if I can find it. I don't know if you can see this or not. The question is, show why Saul committed this sin. So he committed sin because he feared the people. That's the first reason. But this is multiple verses, so there's more than one. So the next verse. For rebellion is as the sin of divination, and insubordination is as iniquity and idolatry. Because you have rejected the word of the Lord, he's also rejected you from being king. There are 3 things there. First, there's rebellion. Look at that. He rebelled. And rebellion is when you decide that you're going to go a different route than what God has commanded. And he did that. He rebelled. Secondly, insubordination is when you refuse to submit. Let's get rid of that. It's when you refuse to submit. And so he also refused to submit to God. Thirdly, you have rejected the word of the Lord. Well, Samuel had given him a prophecy. He rejected what God said. So this is what's going on with this particular thing. The problem that Saul has is that he has rejected the word of the Lord. He's been rebellious against God and insubordinate. Insubordinate means refusing to obey. So that's also a reason why. And then verse 26 says, I will not return with you because you have rejected the word of the Lord has rejected you. Okay, it's saying the same thing. It's saying the same thing as the 23, but it is saying that. So this is definitely the reason, because he rejected the word of the Lord. Now let's look at the next verse, verse 28. Samuel said to him, the Lord has torn the kingship away from you today and has given it to your neighbor who is better than you. Well, there's nothing here about why Saul committed this sin. It's not telling about why he did it. I mean, it's very disturbing what it says, but it's not telling why. Okay, let's look at 15:21. The troops took sheep and cattle from the plunder, the best of what was set apart for destruction, to sacrifice to the Lord your God at Gilgal. It doesn't say why he did it. He did it because he feared the people. We know that from verse 24. He did it because he was rebelling. He was refusing to obey. And because he had rejected the word of the Lord, but neither of these 2 verses have anything about it. So the answer is verse 24, verse 23, and verse 26. That's the answer. It makes sense. And if you look at it, you'll say, okay, now I understand what this question was all about. I hope that will be helpful to you. And have a great day. If I can stop this.